Alright, we got an Alois matchup. Amazing. Let's check. First things first, our runes. Definitely need to take armor against Belvet, Alois topside. Tenacity. They have undodgeable CC in this champion and kind of undodgeable CC in this champion. But in their top side, they have a very low CC. So in this game, I'll actually be running Electricity simply because Mama didn't raise a bitch for any Nico, right? I can also just get Maw against these two champions. For my starting item, I can go Gore Drinker or Hydra. Me personally, I prefer Hydra against Alois because that allows me to just proxy and kind of avoid this champion as well. I don't have to fight against her too much.
Every move you made, I was watching you.
If you are serious about improving and climbing to your desired league rank, you're in the right place. This year, I've worked on laying out 2 courses that will help you in all aspects to improve. One is about all the fundamentals for the laning phase, and the other one goes in depth on tempo and the mid to late. I've been Challenger for 7 years and I can guarantee you that this will massively speed up your process and reaching any goal that you have set in mind. Both courses have a preview video where you can see the style of the videos, so check those out before anything. You can also always join my Discord to check out some reviews. Alright, let's get into the video. With Alois playing Grasp, Sorcery, Flash, Ghost, so that could be a Scorch Alois player, and Ivy Sin. So both genres are pretty strong in the early game. Both genres can skirmish as well. This guy is 500k Alois, so it's definitely, this guy is confident on the champion. Well, the most important thing for me in this game right now is to, how I see this matchup, try and play as aggressive as I can in the early game. Alois is very weak in the early game. After first recall, especially depending on the items he purchases, this item becomes a lot harder. First things first, let's get our work done. If you're playing whatever, you should be able to do this pretty much every game possible, so we'll definitely be going for a ward right here. Beautiful. I have a Lee Sin jungle that is looking to path to top, so I like that. That means I'm not going to be weak-sided. Let's see if there's any tentacles in the lane. I don't see any tentacles in the lane, so you can try and, for example, cancel his tentacles in the early game here as well, but he actually has none, so we're fine. I need to get water. We try and be as aggressive as we can in this early game. This Alois playing without teleport. I want to play aggressive level 1, but most important, I want to try and utilize my level up timers in this matchup. If I get level 2 first, I'm in a good position. Okay, I see a starting item. He's going Corrupting Potions, no D-Blade. He's kind of matching my sustain in the sense that he has 3 potions. What I want to do right now is let all 6 minions walk towards the center, let them aggro onto each other, and then see how he responds. It looks like Belvet is passing to top, at least in is passing to top, so both genres are passing to top this game. If this guy doesn't walk up, I will try and zone him from the first 3 minions worth of XP. I'm gonna wait for them to be a little bit lower HP, and now I'm going to zone this Alois from the first 3 minions. No bone plating. She is losing the XP, but I did not. So what this does right now is I get my level 2 very early on, but Alois doesn't. And this makes it super hard for her to ever approach, because ultimately, if I'm level 2, she can't walk up, right? If she's still level 1. And this is why EXP snowballs 10 times harder than gold in the early game. So right now, I get level 2. If Alois wants to walk up for any last hit, she literally dies. So right now, we're just gonna slow push, only last hit at the latest frames, and I'm in an absolutely wonderful position. And if you play Riven chat, this is what you can do in a lot of your games. So you see, I'm last hitting really latest frames possible, I'm trying to, and in the meantime, it's making Alois lose all the minions, and she hasn't even hit level 2 yet, and I'm already getting close to level 3, because I only need these 2 casters, and then 2 melees, and I'll be level 3. And then, in the meantime, it's just, okay, I see Belvet is ganking mid with 12 CS, so she's done her 3 camps. She just hit level 2, I need the caster and the melee, and I'll be level 3. And let's see if we can utilize our level 3 here on the Alois. Beautiful. So now she's pretty low HP, and I'm gonna start hard pushing right now. I know Belvet is coming top, but what I want to try and do is dive this Alois before she actually gets her level 3. Because I'm gonna be level 4 here, whilst this guy is still going to be level 2. And that gives me a trade opportunity to actually look to dive her. And again, this is why EXP snowballs so much harder than gold in the early game. This is all a result of the level 1. So now she's level 2, I'm level 4. Find the middle! EXP snowballs harder than gold in the early game. Can you struggle in a Alois matchup if you have fundamentals? No. GG. Any GGers? GG. She has no TP. She's playing Flash Ghost. She can lick her wounds in base. 3 CS, 16 CS. Next wave walks into the third. Absolutely disaster. And chat, the game is kind of over. Look, she got nothing. I got pickaxe. How can I play? How can play? Utilize this level 1 trick, chat. This is what Riven is one of the best champions at. Lee Sin is top. This guy can legit ult F4. And we got a perma-freeze. And yeah, chat, how can play? So, you remember how I always say, yeah, the first 4 waves are the most important. Well, this is why. This is why. How can Alois ever recover from this mentally, emotionally, financially? Well, she can. She's level 3, I'm level 5. She ain't got nothing. I got everything. Type 1 in chat if you learned something new. This is why EXP is just so much better than gold in the early game. That's like the one thing you really have to ingrain. Now, Course and Joyous could have already been exploiting this trick. Alright, she got a cloth armor. Yeah, not too shabby, bro. Please don't one-shot me with that cloth armor. She's very close to level 4 though, I gotta be a little bit wary of that. That's okay, because I want to try and match my level 6, and then I can kill her. Yo, the thing is, this is also what I was saying when I was coaching the Camille guy. If you play a quote-unquote losing matchup as a losing matchup, you're going to lose the matchup. So even though Alois counters Riven, she is still weaker than me level 1. I utilize that weakness of her, and now the game is kind of a little bit jover for her. I was trying to get my level 6. Anyways, wave is still frozen. Alois literally can't play. I still got perma freeze as a result of the dive we did when she was level 2 and I was level 4. And so now we can do our last brutal attack, which is pretty much going to zone this guy between the turrets or dive her if she comes again. And if she recalled, we just recall as well, and then we kill her on the bounce. She is pretty much never going to be allowed to play the game unless I die. So it looks like Alois recalled, so what I'm going to do right now as well is recall. Why? Because this wave will crash into her turret, and then on this wave it will bounce back into me. Whilst it's bouncing back into me, I'm going to spend my gold. She is 8 CS, still a result of the early game. 6 minutes, by the way. That's 1 CS per minute. And we get this. I'll even go refill so I can continue landing a little bit longer. Now, she got her ruby crystal and her cloth armor, but I'm close to my full Hydra. As I said, this wave will bounce back into me because it's meeting in this part of the lane, not in a neutral position. So by default, this minion wave will push into me. However, as you guys can see, the minions are 2% stronger because I have 2 level lead here and 1 level lead here. She might get level 5, but it really won't make a difference.
The time for talk is over. Sacrifices must be made.
Still fundamentals, right? I used my reset timer. I knew the wave would bounce back into me. I told you guys, this guy, if she stays on the turret, I'll dive her on the turret. If she recalls, I kill her on the bounce. Well, we recalled, we got our items, and we did yeah, just that, right? Anyways, it's gonna be 8 minutes where Belvet wants to play for Herald, but we're already gonna have our Hydra. Well, this guy is trying to scrape by and buy chicken nuggets. You can't replay the game, you know? I could arguably also take this right now, and the reason as to why is because this wave is still pushing towards me anyways, so whenever this is happening to a wave, I would just highly recommend you to farm extra resources like this. Also, because I don't have ult and ignite, right? So I can't realistically look to kill the Alois anyway, so instead, I like to get some extra camps like this. So right now, I literally never have to kill this Alois again to kill the to win the game. What I want to do is try to expand my lead already, and the best way for me to do that as well is to look to farm Belvet's jungle camps. Because if I farm Belvet's jungle camps, I help out my team by making the Belvet weaker, right? I make myself stronger, and I also annoy the Belvet by taking her camp. So it's like, I don't know, win, 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 win. There's the Belvet. I could maybe roam here. No, he's already dead. Belvet wants to play for Herald, but I'm gonna be like a guardian of the Herald, you know? This guy's gonna miss E and is gonna go panic mode. I'm gonna make sure I just get Prio and make sure Belvet can never get here. Would this work on a Challenger Alois? I have done this to Grandmaster players. That if they fall for my level 1 trap like that, then yes. But the thing is, Challenger Grandmaster players should not fall for the trap that I did at level 1. Simply because they have more experience. They know how to play against it. They wouldn't walk up this far, right? So, no, it wouldn't work unless the player is really bad. In Japan, Grandmaster Challengers, it would work because they just simply didn't know I could do that shit. Okay, like I said, I don't really need to kill this guy. She still wants to fight. I respect it. We're gonna take this if you don't mind. I still want to try and avoid the Herald here. Okay, Belvet is there. She still hasn't recalled. I used my E though. It's kind of bad. Doesn't matter though, does it? Because she still has these items that I have a full Hydra. So, just play it slow. She died on my timer, meaning that she died whilst the wave's under her turret, which is the worst time to die, because she's gonna lose plate plus waves, right? So, I get 2 waves here that she's losing. I get 2 plates. She doesn't get those, of course. And yeah, I mean, it's kind of just GG for her. My jungler wants to start Herald. Now, I want to utilize this tempo to actually get my recall. But Belvet has no idea that I'm recalling. So, for Belvet, I might be on this Herald. For Belvet, I might be recalling. She has no idea. So, I assume Belvet would never walk up here. We can also look to get the golems. I never have to kill this guy to expand the lead. I'm just gonna, you know, take a stare under his nose and... He's ghosting! Oh shit, please don't eat me. Oh! Oh shit, she hit me. Alright, she's still one-shotting me. She has Tabi's Ruby Crystal! 40 CS and she one-shotted me with that shit still. Piss off, bro, you die. For every time Alois has killed the bros in chat... Ah! Belvet is there. We gotta be a little bit careful. Alright, it's okay. Let's start expanding our lead. Their Belvet is 2 and 0. Their Annie is 1 and 0. So I want to try and start killing their mid lane and their jungle, and then arguably also their bot lane, right? Although my bot lane is in a pretty good position. It's better for me to try and shut down their mid lane and the jungle right now. Actually, what I can do, of course, is always Q delay here. Ain't no way she expects that, because when I Q delay, after I'll try it one more time, because she might walk up. After my third Q is used, I will instantly get my Q back, right? So this is the biggest benefit of having 55 ability. So look, I'll Q, and then it's instantly back. Yeah. Okay, I get a flash, but I do use my ult. I'm not sure if that's worth it. Now we will recall, I can choose between multiple items. I can go Mythic, or I can go like Cleaver. Arguably, I could also go Gordrinky here, because I'm not going to have that much armor. But I think this is just best. And we can pivot. We can go for Eclipse, we can go for Duskblade. They have 4 people that are not... Okay, this guy's Tabi, this guy's Tabi. So I already probably want Duskblade. Can I kill my mid laner again? Hey, wait, this guy's name is Pivot. I just said that word. Anyways, let's go back to top. We got the mid waves. I can't get plates because the plates are dropping, so I'm gonna dip. I also don't want to lose my 1k shutdown. Again, low deaths win games. The best way to win this game, for me, is to just play for neutral objectives. One very important thing to recognize in these times of the game chat is I am already so far ahead, and it's impossible for anybody in the enemy team to ever catch close to me in terms of gold and resources unless I die. So if I legit play even from this point on, I will always be ahead. But because I'm ahead, I should also be able to get more money, right? Makes sense. Why? Because I'm super strong already. That should mean that I should also be able to expand my lead more, because I can push jungle camps, right? I can push sideways faster, I can get jungle camps. So ultimately, all I need to do is not die at this point in the game. I need to have controlled aggression. I don't want to play like a bitch, you know, just stand in base and do nothing. But controlled aggression. I'm gonna go to bot, expand my lead here, and the Belvet is 3 and 1. It's okay. The Ezreal 0-0-0 has been farming pretty consistently. Alright, let's give this AD carry main a little surprise. What's up, boss? Goodbye. Well, and yeah, we just expand our lead. So the thing is, I don't even care about Alois taking this whole turret if she did, because I'm still trading more resources here. And this guy getting back in the game doesn't really matter that much, but me also completely removing Ezreal from the game does a lot more. So here, now I killed Nico mid, I killed the Ezreal. I mean, I already stopped my lane in top side, so who can carry the game in enemy team? Maybe this 3-in-1 Belvet. But in the meantime, I'm also trying to always farm the Belvet zone camp, so who is going to carry the game in enemy team? And we just keep cleaning, or we just play this game out cleanly. Always last hit. If you don't, you're a bitch. Same with cannons. One of the biggest advice I literally give all my Riven students is learn to play selfish. It's a genuinely good thing, because if you get your resources, this is one of the best 1v9 champions in the game. If you don't get your resources, you are completely useless. So it is a good thing to be selfish when you're playing Riven, unironically. Alright, Alois is still farming top. This guy is about to finally get his first item, whilst I'm gonna get my third. Alright, I got the full turret. Nice. Wait, that still hits me, even though I'm Duskblade, by the way. Okay, now we can play for the 600 gold right here, and then the game is pretty much over. I pretty much only played for neutral objectives, right? I never looked for risky kills. I never looked for anything else. I just only played for farm and turrets, right? So how did enemy team ever get a chance to get back in this game? I didn't go for montage plays, I just played consistent. I'm about to be level 14, while the player under me is level 12, the Nico mid. Now is the first time I'm gonna go greedy. She's gonna flash. No? Okay. I got Death Sense in base, so I kind of want to dip, because I don't see anybody else on the map. I only see Ezreal bot. I do know this guy doesn't have ult. There's a Belvet as well. So you see here, I just dip. As long as enemy team can't kill me, they can never get back in this game. Righties. No, I'm sorry, I don't have ult. You're dead, bro. I respect it, but hey, I'm messing with that. We got this as well. Last for the Nico and Annie. So, who can kill me now? Yeah, nobody. I don't need to play for this dragon, by the way. Enemy team wants to contest it, it's fine. I just keep pushing. They cannot do anything against it. You wanna stop me, Nico? Alright, wait for the Annie stun, because I can't dodge that. Alright. I got Dusk. Okay, ugly. Anyways, the biggest thing when you have this build is you want to get 1 kill. And when you get 1 kill, you basically reset all the damage that is stacking in your death stance, and you go into Duskblade, right? So you can reposition as well. Of course, at the end of the day, the mechanics is going to be harder to replicate for anybody that's like fresh and wanting to pick up Riven. But everything else that I did this game, in terms of like the first, let's reveal what I did in the first 4 waves that literally won my game instantly, okay? EXP snowballs harder than gold in the early game because you're able to get level up timers. You disjoint the level up timers towards your opponent. As in, if he loses the first 3 melees worth of EXP, he is super delayed to level 2. He needs almost 2 full waves to get his level 2 from that point onward, right? So whilst I only need 1 minion from wave 2 to get my level 2. So it's super unfair for him to play in that position. So what I want to do in the early game is I zone myself. So I want to stand like right here, or around like right here, where I'm in range to get the first 3 minions worth of XP. I lose the gold, but Alois loses both the gold and the XP. Watch this. So I'm waiting for these minions to get a little bit low HP, right? And now I'm going to make the Alois make a decision. So play this a little bit slower. Making Alois choose. As in, I'm getting this minions to low HP. I go back a little bit. And now they're low HP. Alois to make a choice. So she could, for example, play with bone plating and look to auto W me here and play close to her minions. That would be her best option, but she kind of panics here, right? This is very unfamiliar for her. So my goal here is never to go for these minions, just to zone the Alois out of the XP. That is my only goal and a small trade. But here you see, I am just in the XP range of these minions, but Alois is actually outside of the range. So you see here, I get all the 3 minions and she got 0. So now Alois is super behind towards getting level 2. And this results into her never being able to step up in these next 2 waves, simply because when I'm level 2 here already, look, she just got her first bit of EXP towards level 2. So this Alois can't walk up. It is literally impossible for her to walk up. If she does, she dies. So what I'm going to do right now is do a 4th wave crash. I'm not going to go into full details of why a 4th wave crash is good, but it's the best thing to do here in this given scenario. It's too much to try and explain. Basically, it would lane lock the Alois, because if I did a 4th wave crash here, let's just say I did a 4th wave crash and recall, I would get my items and Alois would have to try and push out back the wave because it would bounce back into me, right? But she's playing Flash Ghost, so she can't TP back. Alright, so I'm doing a slow push here, and I'm trying to trade here with the Alois as much as I can to try and put her in dive range, because I know as well that Alois right now is halfway towards level 3, but it's impossible for her to try and get level 4 here, because remember, when this wave crashes into the turret, her turret is also going to be prioritized in this cannon wave, right? So here now, I know that I get my level 4, and she's level 2. So now I just dive her. And why is this possible? Because she lost the first 3 minions worth of XP. So now I dive her, and game is literally over. Now let's say I couldn't dive her here, right? Let's say I couldn't dive her. What I would do instead is hard push this wave in as fast as possible and recall. And by recalling right now, Alois would be forced to collect these waves. Then it would bounce back into me, and she'd have to make a bad decision. She either recalls, and the wave would be bouncing into me, so she loses a lot of gold and EXP. And I come back to a very favorable wave state. Or she tries and hard push the next wave, but if I recall fast enough and go back, I catch a freeze. So she pretty much loses out 100% of the time here, if I play it fundamentally correct. And yeah, the dive is just a cherry on top here, because level 4 against level 2, and game over. Literally game over. This is how I pretty much won the game. Like, Alois literally can play from here. Can she just slow push into you? Alright, let's check. Can she just slow push into me? Do you think in terms of 1v1, when she just hit level 3, also my jungler is topside, that's a big benefit, but even in 1v1 here, like look at this, right? I have a full pickaxe against this. Like look at just 1v1 here. I would kill her just 1v1 here as well. So yeah, no, it's just GG from her here. And then we do the same thing where I'm just gonna slow push this wave. I'm gonna freeze it for a very long time. And here is the trick that I do that I was talking about earlier, right? So here, Alois has to choose. Is she going to stay or is she going to recall, right? Watch this. So I trade with her here. If she stays, I'll get level 6 and I'll dive her. So she actually makes the smart decision and she recalls, as she should, because else I could dive her here. So now I'm going to do this thing that I was talking about earlier, where I slow push this, and I hard push this wave as fast as possible. And now what's going to happen is this wave is always going to bounce back into me. Why is this wave bouncing into me? Because you see here, her minions are getting stopped, right? Her minions are standing still, whilst my minions are walking. So now instead of meeting in the center, it's meeting here. And I mean, look, items. So I'm level 6 to level 4 coming back, and I mean, she gets level 5, but it doesn't even matter. Like, watch this. Fundamentals, reset timers, wave manipulation, level up timers. That's what I did. And then jungle tracking. That's what I did.